Welcome back, everyone, to Minnesota Varsity League's Sunday stream. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you. We really appreciate it. We do have the Wi-Fi issue figured out. Hopefully, we got our fingers crossed. We've got players loading in, so we'll be into the game momentarily. All of the action coming up, and all of the amazing analysis that you've heard so far out of Skeptor and myself, it's all brought to you by Torrent Esports. So if you're not following Torrent, make sure you hop on your favorite social media. Follow Torrent. Also give Minnesota Varsity League a follow. You can give us a follow. We have our ats there on the screen in between every little moment and all of that. But either way, the most important thing is thank you to Torrent for their sponsorship and for their support of us and our Rocket League season. We are getting week number 3 started for Rocket League, but our Rocket League streams always end off the week for MNVL. And then we'll restart week number 4 here coming up. I mean, the action has been pretty crazy so far in all of our esports. Last week we talked about was no exception for Rocket League. Skep, last week was absolutely insane. And now that we got players loaded in, I'm really hoping for that type of action this week.
Yeah, we'll see what Farmington has to bring. Thankfully, able to get all 3 players on the server and into the game. Should be lots of fun. Makes for a much better match than a 3v2. Would have hated to have to start off the day with something like that. But hey, we got all the players up and loading in. So, should be lots of fun, man. Farmington taking on Highland Park. I mean, dude, this is good stuff ahead of us. And Spring Lake Park later in the day. So, some good matches ahead.
Yep. A lot of teams out here looking for redemption for the first week, if not 2 weeks, right? A lot of teams looking to kind of solidify their place in making that run back towards the playoffs and towards the state tournament and all of that. I mean, things are not going to get any less intense the more the season goes on. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being fans of Minnesota Varsity League. So yeah, I mean, again, the matchups that we have today are going to be crazy, right? And they're going to set us going on into week number 4 of our 8-week season, right? We are approaching the midway point. And so as we move forward, any of these teams, again, looking to either take their first win or take a second one if you're Highland Park, obviously, right? But how do you carry that momentum into the rest of the season? 3, 4, 5 weeks seems like a long time. It can feel like an eternity. It can feel like it happens very quickly. A lot of action to happen here. And there we are on the pitch, folks. Let's go.
Highland Park and Farmington getting us going. Highland Park putting it into the net. Not even 10 seconds into the match, and they're starting us off with a bang as Greg's stepping up big time. And nobody home for the side of Farmington. A freebie. Sergeant Orvis, a name you should all remember if you've been a witness of this Farmington squad since day one. Greg's out to Luca. Shot goes off to the right. Wrath on the follow-up. Doesn't get that second touch. Maverick now turning it around. Another familiar face on the side of Farmington. Some of the OGs coming out, Thunder.
You said it. This Farmington squad. Oh boy, Wrath with a big one. You said it. We are seeing some familiar faces out of this Farmington squad, but man, this is 2 goals now where I've seen that they got nobody home. So I wonder if it's either miscommunication or something like that. But I mean, they're gonna have to do something to get back into this. They're only 30 seconds in and down 2.
Sergeant Orvis.
That's it, though.
Off the face-off. Yeah, I was just about to say, I really think that was just Wrath getting that nice turnover and that touch, but follows up and not able to get that touch off the face-off, and it costs them. Farmington clawed back within 1 here, just over 4 minutes, 24 seconds to play. Maverick coming out up top. And a nice clear from Luca. Highland Park coming back. Griggs goes up top, missing out on it. And these players got to retreat. Maverick on the pursuit. Nice touch out to Orvis. Griggs on the clear. Kind of slowing down a little bit now. Sergeant Orvis with a good clear. Maverick stepping up. Nice shot on goal. Luca with a great save. Ooh, Orvis winning out on the 50, keeping the ball in the Highland Park zone, but a good clear.
You know what I'm seeing, Skep, is I'm seeing a lot of empty goals, to be honest, and that's both on the Highland Park side and the Farmington side of the field. A lot of commitment and sometimes overcommitment out of these squads, and I think that's kind of a dangerous way to play, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you, Thunder. We're seeing a lot of committing, it seems, right now. Really, players looking for that next offensive play, but leaving a zone of potential, potential goal scoring against them. Like this right here, Farmington, nobody home at the net. This is very strange, Thunder.
Yeah,
Nice
absolutely.
demo there, taking out one player, and Maverick just getting a little bit out of position, opting for some boost, and Farmington, maybe the communication just not there right now as that goal keeps getting left open.
Well, and I keep looking here. I think their third player actually DC'd again because we've only got 2 out there. So, yep, I was like, hold on. We had 3 orange cards for a minute, so now it is a 2v3. Big score from Luca again.
And that's
4-1.
Unlucky for the Farmington side. But Highland Park not going to slow down the play whatsoever. Getting the ball out front and putting it away. Got a 3-goal lead now. And just going aggressive.
Yeah, absolutely. In this sort of circumstance, really, for Farmington, it's about damage control. That's why we're seeing so many empty nets, is because they're trying to control as much of the field as they can with these 2 players.
Yep. For sure, Maverick trying to bring this ball back into the Highland Park zone. Orvis now at the midfield. Griggs bringing it towards the Farmington net. A nice touch for Wrath. A nice demo for Maverick. Orvis now bringing this ball forward. Losing out on it, and Wrath's going to step up, try to turn this ball the other way. Good clear for Maverick, though. Griggs jumps over one defender, and Luca's got the net to himself, and that's going to be a freebie, putting it away. A nice Torrent skin on top of that. Luca getting the job done, and a nice pass from Griggs, leaving it for his teammate.
Yep. Big stuff out of this Highland Park squad. They're taking advantage where they can. Farmington doing everything they can, again, to try to mitigate what is coming their way, considering they are down a player. Internet issues happen, but we are happy to have these folks still on stream and playing for us. So thank you to the players, coaches, all of that. Yeah, really just tough. As soon as you get out of position, Highland Park is definitely going to take advantage of the situation. Yep. They're finding ways to. So, here really at such a disadvantage. Nice Luke, another big score.
Nice play out of the Highland Park boys. Great touch up by Griggs, goes up and grabs it and drops it out front for Luca in a beautiful finish. Yeah, man, unfortunate as it is being a 3-on-2, but Highland Park's still looking very solid nonetheless. Team plays there, good ball movement. Would love to see them against an actual 3 squad, but can't win them all.
Yeah, certainly. No. It's certainly, that's what you hope for, and that, internet issues are what they are. Sometimes the World Wide Web just don't want to cooperate.
Nice touch by Griggs there, man.
Yeah, beauty.
Getting fancy.
Ooh!
Going
some
over
aerials there.
Defenders. A nice stop at the goal line by Orvis. Maverick now trying to eat this ball out of the defensive zone, but Luca stopping it dead in its tracks. Pushing forward now. Kicking it out front to Griggs. Orvis on the clear. Yeah, every time Farmington are about to get like something going their way, there's just a third Highland Park member that slides in.
Yep.
They're just outnumbered.
And Farmington, if they had that, if they had that third member, obviously, they would have more protection. But they would have more to offer on attack. I mean, they've scored once, right? I mean, this squad, and Maverick and Sergeant Orvis are playing really pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to be like, there you go, big score for Orvis in the 2v3. Like I was saying, really, at the end of the day, it's a learning game.
Yep.
It's a game to learn, figure things out.
That was a beautiful shot, Sergeant Orvis to beat the goaltender. at the end there. 6-2 the score line. But really just Highland Park getting those goals, man, having that extra player coming in, putting away those rebounds, and playing good as a squad, you know. Farmington doing what they can, but it ends up just being too much in a 3-on-2 on Rocket League. I've been there plenty of times. It is no fun.
Oh, yeah.
But doing what you can, man. You love the compete in them. Still going. Still trying to bring it. And we'll see kind of how they can bounce back in game 2. Ball still airborne. Griggs lets it drop. Highland Park with the first game under their belt.
Yeah, big stuff for them. Obviously, if we can get a third player back in for Farmington, then we will, right? But what I'll be honest about is I saw some really good stuff from Maverick and from Sergeant Orvis, right? And I think that we're seeing improvement in those players. You know what I mean? And so in some of their ball handling, whether it be aerial or ground ball handling, I'm seeing some improvement from what we have seen from this squad in the past. And I'm excited to see when they have a full crew on the field, what they look like.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I think Highland Park had great team play as well. Plenty of good passing plays that were set up by, you know, Wrath was looking very good on some of those aerial plays, setting up teammates left and right, and really just getting the job done on both ends of the field. Being a 3-on-2 is what it is, but Highland Park definitely looking solid in their first game of this series. We'll see how Farmington can bring it back in the next match.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and as we were watching that, I was thinking about it. I was like, 2v3s happen more often in Rocket League than you would think. You know, I'm thinking back to the last time I played Rocket League, and I'm like, man, when I'm just playing 3v3s, not competitive, right? I'm just like getting on a practice and play threes. It's like, how many times do you have somebody who just quits halfway through the game? And then you're down by 2, and then you're down by 3, and then people just keep coming in and they're like, oh, no, I'm not gonna play this game. So then they leave right away. And you're just back and forth between random people and AI players.
Oh,
Wrath with a score.
Wrath. Starting us off with a bang. Nice ball out ahead. Wrath touching it over one defender, and it's up in the air to himself, and he just puts it away. A freebie there. And Highland Park out to an early 1-0 lead here in game number 2. Luca missing out on that touch, very close. That could have been Highland Park going up too early.
Certainly could have been. You know, Highland Park, I think, considering that they have that extra person, they are at times committing in these like strange double and triple commit type of ways. They are leaving the goal open at times. So that's something to factor in as they continue through this game for Farmington for sure. It's like, hey, let's look for when that goal's open and see if we can't get a long ball. Maverick gonna pull one away? No, almost!
Yeah, man. No, I agree. I definitely think Highland Park is opting to be more aggressive than they normally would be. But, you know, when you have those numbers, oh, look at that.
What is that?
What a bump from Luca. Honestly, or not from Luca, but look at Wrath, man. Goes in and bumps Orvis. That's honestly bullying at this point. A 3-on-2 bumping the goalie.
Yeah.
And Luca's got a freebie to put it away. A 2-0 lead for Highland Park now.
The ball handling out of Luca there is next level. That, I mean, I don't know if they even needed the bump. There's a potential that ball was going in the goal. It was beautiful. A beautiful collect. And then aerial, air dribble and everything down to the goal. Huge out of Luca. That was great.
No, excellent play out of Luca. And Highland Park, man, they got a game plan and they're executing right now. It's clean, bringing the ball downfield, putting it away, taking care of the goaltender. Nice touch by Luca, going up top, bringing it to the goal, and a beautiful clear for Maverick. Griggs now bringing it back. A second touch off the back wall, out front to Luca, off the crossbar, and it bounces out. A beautiful save for Farmington. Lucking out on that one. Wrath now bringing it back up top, and a nice clear out of Maverick. 3 minutes on the clock, Thunder.
Yeah, you know, listen, this Farmington squad, considering they're down a player, they have had a couple of really, really good clears and really, really good opportunities where they're getting the ball over the top of Highland Park players. Griggs with a score there, though.
Yeah, I mean, Highland Park, you know, it doesn't matter what Farmington do. Eventually, there's just a player that has to cycle out and grab boost or fall out of the play, and there's just a Highland Park player there stepping up and capitalizing every time. We got a 3-0 lead now for the side of Highland Park, and right now they're making all the right plays, Thunder.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely. Yep, taking control of the field where and when they need to. You know, they're just controlling, you know, and for them, you know, as much as this is about practicing defense basically for Farmington, it's also about practicing offense if you're the side of Highland Park. Like, hey, why not practice a few of these like overcommits and some of these other things and see if we can be effective with it?
Dude, that was almost super sick out of Luca right there. Would have been a highlight for the ages if he pulled that play off. A nice touch forward. Griggs now waiting up in the corner, trying to bring the ball up front. Wrath just missing out on that touch. Griggs now, nice control here. Going airborne, bringing it out front. Nice touch to his teammate.
Oh,
Wrath,
wow.
a freebie, buries it under the crossbar. Look at this ball handling by Griggs. Brings the ball belly down. Nice flick at the end there. Kicks it out front to Wrath. Right under the bar and in. I mean, textbook highlight reel out of Highland Park.
Yeah, that was fantastic. And Wrath with the car movement. I mean, that jump backwards to get that goal is like, I mean, you have got to be a very, very present Rocket League player to make that sort of jump and that sort of play. That doesn't just, I mean, the ball was coming in, but he had to move and had to do something. You don't just sit there and get a goal like that. Beautiful stuff out of both of those players.
Yeah, Highland Park, man. Been showing some special stuff in this matchup. Wrath, nice touch over the goaltender. Maverick to beat, but wins out on the 50 ball and gets the clear. Highland Park bringing it back towards this net, though. Griggs again with the setups, but it's Maverick with a nice clear. Luca now having a go at it. Wrath up top. Ball just over the net. A nice second touch. Into the corner. Maverick goes, bringing it out to midfield now. Beats one defender. Luca there to clear, though. And some more. Off the backboard. Griggs now. Orvis with a nice clear. And
I mean, it's pretty amazing the number of saves I've seen out of this Farmington squad. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Considering the way that these two games have gone, I am really impressed at the number of saves that this Farmington squad has made.
Yeah, no, I agree. Luca with a little team bump. Griggs getting it back out of Highland Park, forgetting who the enemy is for a second. Funny stuff out of them. Orvis trying to bring this ball back. But yeah, man, I mean, excellent amount of saves from Farmington. Keeping the game closer than what it normally would have been. I'm sure Highland Park are close to double digits. Oh, Maverick beating two defenders, but the ball not having enough behind it to keep it going. Highland Park looking for a shutout in game number 2. Maverick from up top. Ball dropping down, Orvis keeping it up, but that'll do it for game number 2.
Sure
as
will,
Highland
man.
Park moved to 2-0.
Hey, you said it. Farmington trying to make sure that it was not a shutout, and they were close to doing that, right? You know, I mean, at the end of the day, it's an incredibly difficult matchup, right? We know that, but Farmington is not. They're not backing down. You know, that's what I like to see out of this squad, and that's what we have seen. We talked about it before the game, that sort of thing. You know, as much as we would love to see them at full strength, they're kind of a team that is just always sort of this underdog story, right? And for whatever reason, you know, it just always has been that way. We saw it in the first season and their success there after the regular season, which was a really long one for them, right?
Yeah.
And I have no doubt, you know, I mean, especially look, after today, unless they can get their third player reconnected and going again, right? This is looking definitely like Highland Park's day, and that will put Farmington at 0-3. And it's not, you know, that's a tough place to be. It's for a lot of teams, it's a really, really difficult place to be and a really disheartening place to be. But I think if you're Farmington, you've been in positions like this before. You have been in situations where, okay, the cards are stacked against you, right? How do we make the most of it? And we've seen that on Farmington before. And I have no doubt that this season we will see it again as we move forward.
For sure. As we get into game number 3, Farmington still at the 3-on-2 disadvantage. And we'll see, man. We'll see. Highland Park have been aggressing, and there it is. Luca starting us off again. At each one of these games, man, Highland Park have just come in and put one away so early. A beautiful touch by Luca there. Ball just under Maverick. A nice try in the net there. But it's Highland Park to start us off again in game number 3, Thunder.
Sure is. Yep. Not even 10 seconds in, and we have got a goal for Highland Park. They are in control. They're up on numbers. They're just making it happen, right? You know?
Yeah.
And I think that this is a win that Highland Park will appreciate, and they will be happy that they are now 2-1 after this, barring some miracle, obviously. But I also think that I think they wanted more from today as well. I think they wanted a 3v3 as much as Farmington did. Wrath with another score here.
Look at that little touch, man. Luca with a beautiful setup. And Wrath has been so good at just waiting right out front for these little drop passes from his teammates. A nice little tap, putting it home. A 2-0 lead now for Highland Park. Just putting on the finishing touches to this masterpiece in week number 3. Unlucky for Farmington's third member, hopefully able to get that internet situation solved for the future matches. You know, you'd hate to see this team continue to struggle with internet issues like that. So
hey,
hoping all is well for the player, and hopefully they can get it figured out. Yeah, what's up?
100%. I was going to say, you know, I really was going to just, you know, mirror exactly what you were saying. Hopefully those sort of things get figured out. And, Luca with another score here. I mean, listen, we've all been there. We have all been there. I remember our first season of casting Rocket League, our internet went out for like 15 full minutes in the middle of a game, Skep. Yeah. You remember that? All of a sudden, you're looking like, hey, Thunder, and I was nowhere to be found. Why?
No, I remember that.
The web just went. It's an unfortunate thing.
That's the way it is sometimes, man. No control over these things. That's why some people... No, yeah, you continue.
No, they're approaching this with their heads held high is all I was going to say, really. You know, and I like to see that.
Yep, still giving it their best effort, still playing hard, still looking for the back of this Highland Park net. Maybe they can get something going in this game, but I mean, right now Highland Park's just playing catch, maybe? I don't know what that was. Just bringing the ball back to their teammates, passing it around a little bit. Confusing me. They've done that for sure. Oh, nice demo out of Luca. Taking out Sergeant Orvis. Maverick now bringing it back. Does not beat Wrath, though. Maverick, nice little bump there. Sergeant Orvis on the follow-up. Doesn't get the next touch. It's Griggs turning it back the other way. Beats Maverick, has a wide open net to himself, and is going to bury. Nice stuff out of Griggs.
Yeah, another beautiful air dribble. Look at this. Just so clean. I mean, that's some really next level stuff, that type of control. Yeah. And so I think, you know, the comment I made earlier about Highland Park wishing they had a little stiffer competition today is because I think that this squad, if you put them up against a stout 3-stack squad, I think that they're ready for the challenge, and I think that they will play even better than this.
Griggs?
Follow up.
Griggs playing goalie? That shot's in the net from Luca, right? Like, Griggs actually just stopped that. I mean, yeah, he did get an assist to Luca at the end of the day, but I swear that shot was going in the net, and Griggs played goalie for the side of Farmington right there.
Yeah,
that's funny.
I mean, who knows? Maybe like, okay, oh boy,
Griggs.
There it is.
Okay. You gotta make sure we're not talking about that. Yeah, we're not talking about that play anymore. Griggs putting one away on the face-off. Nice little shot, beating both defenders and the Dancing Dragons.
Yep.
The bumps have been the play for Highland Park, too, all day long, it seemed. As a clean 3-0 is in the cards here. Sergeant Orvis doing what he can. But unfortunately, it's just not enough for these two Farmington boys.
Yep. Yeah, at the end of the day, Highland Park.
Oh, Griggs, come on now.
Oh, wow.
That is just nonsense to take one out of Thunder's book.
Yeah.
Look at this touch. 1, make it 2, 3.
Yeah.
Ooh, and on the top of Maverick's car to lay it into the net there. Beautiful stuff out of Griggs, man.
And that's what I'm saying here is that, you know, you put this Highland Park squad up against a full strength Farmington, an SJP and SLP, any of these teams, right? I think this team is ready.
Yeah, that Griggs almost did it a 3rd time in a row just to really show us, you know. Nice touch out of Luca. Orvis sliding in, but not able to put it away. Gets denied at the goal line. Luca bringing it back now. Setting himself up. I like this touch.
Oh, boy,
Bringing it off the backboard. Oh, nobody home out front to put it away, though.
Just a little too high coming off the wall there with the air dribble, and that's, and yeah, at that point, you can't get above the ball and tap it down in.
Yep. Luca bringing this ball back. Highland Park has had some very memorable goals today. Memorable. What am I speaking?
Rememberable.
Yeah, nonsense as per usual.
No, I'm with it. I support it.
Wrath bringing this ball back. Denied. Farmington, can they put one away in this last minute here, Thunder? That's the real question.
I think they can. I think they get a goal. In the next 52 seconds, I think they get one.
Well,
After this Wrath goal,
will get a goal first. But Farmington now, 52 seconds to put one away. And what I mean, we'll see if they got it. You know, it'd be a win nonetheless to put one away in the 3-on-2, get one on the board, but it's not easy.
Nope.
Not easy by any means. Nice touch into the Farmington zone. Both defenders missing out, and it's Wrath again to close it off. Give him the Hattie. It's 9-0, Highland Park making it happen. A clean 3-0, Thunder, in week number 3.
Yep, and I mean, you know, again, it does make you wonder how this could have been different if we were 3v3, but at the same time, Highland Park looks very, very good. Wrath, Griggs, and Luca, all of them very good in the air, all of them very good with their passing. I think this squad is going to be is really going to be one to watch out for as we move forward with the season.
Yeah, Thunder, and just to talk about it quickly, you know, it goes to show when Highland Park, we were talking about it pregame, trying to figure out how we were going to get this game to work. Highland Park wanted the 3v3. They wanted the practice. They wanted the game. So it goes to show that kind of mentality and wanting to get those games in. Keep working. They're playing for that MNVL championship at the end of the day, Thunder.
Yep, they are.
Farmington doing what they could, but a 3-0 on the day. Highland Park taking it cleanly and looking good while doing it.
Yeah, certainly. They look great out there. And, you know, we talked about it multiple times throughout that 3-0 by Highland Park. Look, this squad, they, you know, and with any of this stuff with MNVL, right? If we have a player that disconnects or if we have a player that can't come, like, obviously we want to be on stream and we want to have the game streamed in that. So that's the main focus. And today, Highland Park, when we asked them about it, you know, any normal, if you ask a captain, hey, do you want to play against a squad that has less people than normal? I think any captain out there would probably be like, well, sure, yeah, because, I mean, that's going to make it easy, right? You know, but the Highland Park squad was kind of like, I mean, can't we just play 3v3? Yeah. And I love that spirit out of them. I do. I love that mentality that it's like, well, I mean, we'd rather just have everybody, you know, there so we can show up and we can win on the right terms. They won either way today, right? But this is a squad that I think that mindset is going to be key for them as they move through the midway point of this season and beyond.
For sure, Thunder. No, I agree completely. I thought Highland Park showed up and looked very, very good today. Granted, it was a 3v2, but, you know, really wanting that practice and wanting to put in that work that's required if they want a shot at this state title and making that run during that state tournament.
Yep, 100%, 100%. GG's to both of these teams. It was Highland Park taking down Farmington. Farmington now sitting at 0-3. Highland Park at 2-1 on the season as we are getting through week number 3 here, folks. This Rocket League season is brought to you by Torrent Esports. Thank you to them again for their sponsorship and their continued support of us here at MNVL. Folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we will have Spring Lake Park taking on the Cooper Hawks. See you shortly.